SP that be the go. Top shelf, so when you rolling with drop top lit, cause we smoking on G. Blow it out the window, turn all out. Check-ins on the ground floor, turn my band down. I don't need a vibe, it's the road. I say no to five, that's the draw for me. I just want like five, so you know it's good. Sativa, keep me lit, she the gold. Endo got me slumped to the most. It's cookie in my woods, know I got the goods. Lately I've been on my shit like no stop. Yeah, like really no stop. Most of me cause we on top. Got me tripping how they show up. They staying at me back when I had off runs. Top shelf, but when you rollin' with me. Top shelf, when you rollin' with me. Drop top lit, cause we smoking on G. Blowing out the window, air it all out. Air it out. We gon' air it out. Check-ins on the ground floor, only turn my van down. These peons out of pocket, y'all better stop it. Walk it like I talk it, they ain't solid. They toss like pines, I feel like Team Rocket to the tropics. While I'm copping chicken for exotics, had to score it. No love was born, man, I like I'm foreign, then I spark it. Just give it a light and we'll see how the loud is. They want to smoke with me, I'll think about it. They say they look like me, well, man, I doubt it. Talk my shit because I'm smooth with how I'm bout it. Yeah, I'm bout it, yeah, my step when I'm bout it. That goofy shit will get you outed. Now you outed, but you was never in it. Losing friends on losing weight just like a Fitbit. No, I had to make a play with no assistance. And I'm stepping on their necks like it's tradition. You lucked out, lost your chance, and you missed it. I got big bricks, big chillin' out good. Big shit, big touch of big wood. Big bricks, big chillin' out good. Chillin' out good. I'm good. Top shelf, but when you rollin' with me. Top shelf, when you rollin' with me. Drop top lit, cause we smoking on G. Blow it out the window, air it all out. We gon' air it out. Check-ins on the ground floor, turn my band down.
Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Okay. Can y'all still hear me? Because I just took my headphones off. Yeah, her name is Stuck in a Tree, but Siat for short. SIAT. The acronym she uses. Can you hear me? The fudge. I can't stand StreamYard, y'all. Okay, yeah, her name is Stuck in a Tree, which I thought was so weird, but I love her music. You're messing with me. Stop messing with me, girl. Stop playing with my emotions. I feel like you can, because why you asking me about Stuck in a Tree? Stop trolling me. Yeah, see, I don't got time for this. They say playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. Hey, Uncle L, messing with my emotions. Um, yeah, her name is Stuck in a Tree. I don't know why she chose that name, but that's neither here or there. And she goes by Sia for short. I love all her music. Anywho, hey guys, how you doing? Well, I hope. Hey, Cutting Edge, you know I'm not turning the volume down. That's why I just tell everybody to adjust their volume if they need to. I said please, and then I said thank you. How are you doing today? Thank you for coming. Girl, I'm not in a car. I'm outside chilling at a gazebo. It's my spot. Yeah, so today we're not gonna do, at least for this live, we're not gonna do our regular freaking midday check-in. You say you don't sound so enthusiastic. Girl, I'm on my break. But freaking what was I gonna say? Yeah, since I didn't do my morning live this morning, which I wanted to do the topic then, but it just did not happen. I said today, instead of doing the regular midday check-ins, we can just do a topic live. I don't see what the problem with that should be. And if y'all with it, y'all with it. Cool beans. And if y'all not, I understand. Cool beans. Either way, we're gonna talk about it. So let's see. What the hell? Hold on. Why is it doing that? I totally forgot. Hold on. I really cannot stand StreamYard or YouTube. Both of them better count their days. Lord have mercy. That's what I get for playing music in the beginning. Mess me up. I hope y'all can hear me. The little thing is moving. But yeah, the topic is family oriented. That's what I want to talk about. What it means to be family oriented. But hopefully y'all can hear me. And Kiss My Cheeks, I'm mad at you. I forgot I was mad at you. I'm talking to you like everything's regular. I forgot. I almost forgot. Oh yeah, you can hear me because you said damn. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Sit there and put my stuff in that chat. What's wrong with you? So what I do now. All right, now for real. Okay, so the topic is family oriented. And do you guys know what it means to be family oriented? You know what you did, girl. It says being family oriented means prioritizing family and their needs, which often involves spending quality time together and being supportive of loved ones. It's about making decisions with the family's well being in mind and building strong bonds through shared experiences and mutual care. Okay. Let me see how many little bulletins they gave us. One, two, three, four, five. They gave us five of them that we can just read and go over. So a lot of people are not family oriented for a bunch of different reasons. Some reasons are not necessarily their own, as far as like having a relationship with the family they were brought up with, depending on how people move. But when it comes to like a family you made, I think it's very important to be family oriented, regardless if you're with the person you had a kid with or not. But to be family oriented all around the board, with your family that you were brought up with the family you made, if you made a family, all blessings. Hold on. Who the fudge? Who the fudge is? Hold up. I got something for you. Don't worry about it. Because that's weird. Blaze, where you at when I need you? Damn. People are so weird. Matter of fact, Cutting Edge, where are you at? Did you not just see that? Did you not just see that? You have to be a full-fledged weirdo to subscribe somewheres for 20 minutes just to come to somebody's stuff and be on some inappropriate, ignorant mess. But bless you, whoever you are. Lord. Okay, you said immediate or extended. Um, really, that's a good question. More importantly, immediate, but if you can be oriented with your extended as well, even if that's like, okay, y'all make it a point to link up for holidays or y'all have family reunions, I think that's a blessing. And even if everyone lives, here, there, everywhere, simple phone calls and whatnot is a blessing. But I also, like I said, everything I say, while keeping in mind that some people you just gotta love from a distance because they just move in crazy ways, family or not. What? That's the first time that ever happened to me before. This is why I don't like my stuff shared out. And I don't know who that is, to be honest. That literally never happened to me before because I literally don't bother people because I don't want nobody to bother me. I literally don't bother anybody. 20 minutes, yes. I put it on. You cannot comment in here unless you have been subscribed for 20 minutes. And if it was longer, I would do it for longer. No, it ain't your fault, girl. I'm messing with you. You literally just did that. But that person, I should and mind you, this is what happens when I don't trust my block finger because I've seen that person before in a different comment, in a different live. I forget whose live I was in. But and they had made a comment, but I thought I blocked them actually. So I either didn't block them and just ignored them, or they made a different page. But people are very weird, very very weird. Bless them. Anyway, hold on. I don't know where Cutting Edge went. I don't know where Blaze is. I don't know where my brother in CP3 is at. Oh my god. Anyway, that ain't nothing but the devil. Moving on. So the first one, it says prioritizing family needs. Prioritizing family needs. A family oriented person often puts the needs and happiness of their family ahead of their own, especially when making major life decisions. Because there's a lot of selfish people, and it's kind of weird to maneuver in a selfish way when you have a, and I think in this for this bulletin, I could be wrong, but they may be talking about like a made family, like a family you made, where you have a spouse and some children, and and then even if you're not with the other parent, decisions still need to be made, you know. So it says prioritizing family needs. A family oriented person often puts the needs and happiness of their family ahead of their own, especially when making major life decisions. That's a good one. That is a good one. Because you'll find yourself, you know, between a rock and a hard place. And sometimes this tough decisions need to be made and sacrifices need to be made for the betterment of the family. For example, you can be, hold on, let me see. Back in the days, the men would have two or three families on the side, but made sure they took care of home first. Yeah, you got to know where your bread is buttered. And that's why some religions and cultures, they say you can have as many wives as you can, you know, properly and equally take care of. And if they with it, they with it. If they not, they not. But shoot, these days you got people with one family that can't even man the ship, hold the fort. That's why I always push, you know, people to use their discernment. And if you don't have any discernment, I suggest you reflect and take a step back and get you some real talk. And I'm really big on not making the person you have a kid with your op. Go get whatever counseling you need to get. Go get a date. Go get whatever it is you need to get, because the bigger picture is the children, and they wasn't your op when you was laying down having fun with that. Hey, Mika. Mika says, "Good afternoon, Miss V. Good afternoon. I hope you're having a good day." Shut up, V. Nah. See, I might not even get through this. What's up, Blaze? Talking about shut up, V. No, I'm not gonna shut up. Somebody just came in here and violated, and neither you or Cut Edge was in here. Watch them spiders, shorty. No, I think it's hibernating season for them. Thank God. Talking about shut up. No. Ridiculous. Counseling in our community is still frowned upon. If people want to be crabs in a bucket. And that's why I say you do what you need to do for you to make you a better you. Don't care about how it's perceived by others, because you're not waking up living your life. I'm happy to see that's changing. Me too, because for real, Like, people just be so worried about the wrong things. Man, my bad, I was in various other places. What? I literally just got here. You can't put that on me. That's what I'm saying. You literally just got here, but you literally should have been here. No, I'm just playing. I know everybody got lives. I think I was just thrown back. I was thrown off, taken aback because that never happened to me before. People are really weird. Freaking weirdo. And I don't even have any issues with anybody. And if there is an issue, it's one sided. I'm living my best life. Weirdos. Go get some counseling. Let's see. Valuing family time. Valuing family time. They make an effort to spend quality time with family members and participate in family activities. Valuing family time. They make an effort to spend quality time with family members and participate in family activities. Yeah, because why you want to be the odd person out in your own family? And we could talk about that real quick, twofold. Um, Valuing that family time with like siblings, parents, maybe cousins you grew up with, etc. And then also valuing that family time with your maid family, if you have a maid family. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't say that it hits it doesn't hit as hard if you don't want to, spend time and do certain things with, like I said, your parents and your siblings and cousins and whatever, than it does with your maid family. I feel like it hits harder with the maid family, to be honest. Because, like, with the other ones, you grew up with them, okay, whoop-de-doop, it is what it is. They know you, they know how you becoming. But with your maid family, if you have one, to not want to do nothing with them is crazy work. Especially if you're the type that will spend time doing stuff you want to do. So it's not like you just a recluse and you don't do nothing to be out and about or active doing things, but don't want to do anything when it comes time to do it with your own family that you made. That is crazy work. Because why did you make that family then? And that's regardless if you are with the person that you have the child or children with or not. You know what I mean? If you have a kid in sports, why would you not make it a point to go to the games and the practices and the banquets and all that stuff that comes with it? Does what happen though? People don't get involved, or they do, because it happens on both ends. There's people like that. They have a family that they made, regardless if it's in the home or not, but they are not active. And then whilst not being active, they feel like they should have a say in how some is done. That happens. Not everybody cares for their family all that much. And then you have those that do care for their family, but they just selfish. They want to do what they want to do when they want to do it. And if it's something they don't want to do, they're not going to do it. So I respect people that make that effort. Now, I understand certain reasons, like I said, why that effort it would not be made, because people just violate or just be on some bull crap. That's different. But if that hasn't happened and they want you there, they want that time with you, and you don't got too much going on, why not? But it says take mine. Shut up. Yeah, because I didn't ask you to share no link. And I know you heard me say before that I don't be pressed to share my stuff out. Cutting edge, we're not worthy. No, because somebody really came in here and violated. I can't believe that. I'm really like appalled. Like, really? That's weird. Get some help. Whatever help that may be. I hope you get it. Hey, Clips, good afternoon. How are you doing? Let's see. Freaking weirdo. Ew. You didn't share it, though. I was impressed. What do you mean I didn't share it? I said, I know I didn't share it. You shared it. You shared it, girl. Let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see. Providing support. They are supportive and are there for their loved ones through both good times and bad, offering emotional and physical support. You would think that's a simple one, right? They are supportive and are there for their loved ones through both good times and bad times, offering emotional and physical support. And to keep it a being, sometimes we just get wrapped up in what we got going on. And it's so easy for that to happen, especially if you got a lot going on, whether that's work, your personal life, if you are, like if you have like a hobby you enjoy doing, whatever the case may be. It's so easy to get caught up and wrapped up in what we got going on. And sometimes it's not that we don't care. You know what I mean? We just got what we got going on. Everybody has their own plight. And also, closed mouth does not get fed. We are not mind readers. So, all of those things need to be kept in mind before we start to feel like, you know, somebody don't care for us or whatever the case may be. Now, if you are the type to reach out and it's not being reciprocated, that's different, you know? But closed mouth definitely don't get fed. Nobody gonna know, you know, what you got going on or how you're feeling about something if you don't let them know. And even if we don't have the answer to what they got going on or a solution, it's okay to just be there. Sometimes people just want somebody to talk to. They don't even really need you to say nothing. That's why certain phone calls I receive, I'll ask the person like, do you need to vent or are we gonna have a conversation? Because if you're just venting, I'm on mute. I got you. I'm listening. Because they know I'm not gonna run their stuff back. Now, if you want to have a conversation, that's a back and forth. And sometimes people don't want to have a back and forth. Sometimes they just want to get their ish off to somebody that they know care for them and it's not going to run their stuff back nowheres. Let me see. What'd you say, Blaze? You know the trolls are always going to come through. That happens on every channel, and it doesn't matter what type of content you choose to push out on your channel. Trolls are part of the game. I know. I think I was just taken aback. They caught me slacking. I'm like, what? Oh, you a different type of troll. You a subscribe and wait 20 minutes or so troll. That's crazy work, but whatevs. Um, you ain't lying, no, Blaze. They just caught me off guard. That's all. Cause I've never. The hell, Eclipse. How are you doing? How's your day going? Miss Marquise, what you say? If we are speaking about a significant other, if they don't care about things going on in your life, I feel they don't like you like that. I'm telling you, I would feel like I'm just being tolerated. Like, oh, we roommates? Now, we all different. Everything is not everyone's cup of tea, like I always say. So it's one thing to not really want to watch a show um, or something like that that you're not into. But it's all about your perspective, how you choose to look at things, too. Because you can turn around and just say, bump it. I don't really care for this show. So it's not like you're going to pump fake and act like you like the show. But you are down to use that as like a bonding experience or opportunity of the sorts. You know what I'm saying? And in that way, that person that you're with can feel comfortable and want to talk to you about that show. Because if not you, then who? That's just a simple example. Same with sports and stuff. So many women miss the opportunity to bond with a man because they don't like sports. And it's really not even about not liking sports. They never even really took the time to sit down and watch it, learn about it, anything. But then turn around and be mad that they man is always going to somebody's house to watch the game or sports bar, whatever the case may be. Well, set the tone. Make some food. Ask some questions. Know when the game gonna come on. Whoop de doo. Like simple stuff. Same with guys. If you know your lady is involved with something or is interested in something, why not have an interest in that? It's gonna hurt you. The fudge. She said I can usually I can usually tell when people want to vent and I try my best to shut up. It doesn't work all the time. Well, truth be told, if somebody is comfortable enough to vent to you, then they should know your personality and what they're dealing with. So it should never be a big deal because that would be backwards to feel comfortable enough to vent to somebody with no idea of who it is you're dealing with. But I always ask. I didn't always used to be that way, but I've learned just through lived experiences. Sometimes people just want to vent. So I'm gonna ask you, like I said, especially when I could see that you riled up a bit. You need to vent, or you want to have a conversation. And with that conversation, sometimes you're not gonna hear what it is you want to hear. I'm not gonna just tell you some stuff. What do you say? What should you say? Dress it up and make it real for me. Whatever that means, I'm not gonna do that. And sometimes because I, I know I'm not gonna do that, or people know I'm not gonna do that, sometimes they just want to get their ish off. They don't necessarily need no feedback, and that's fine too. Hold on. Hey, Blaze. I am long winded, honey. If it's a conversation, let them go first once you get going. Lord. Forget about it. Now, that's something that I try to work on too, because that is annoying. You said, I'm good and you. I'm okay. I'm okay. You said, I watch sports with my dad. LOL, I get it. I know the rules. Just go on mute usually works. Where's Bond? And if all else fails, ask the mofo if they thirsty or if they need a bite to eat. Shoot. That's all. Sometimes it's just all about switching up how you look at things and think about things. Let me see. I got about like 5, 6 more minutes. I want to see if I can get through one or two more of these. But I feel like even if I don't, y'all catch the gist. Oh, we only have two left. Okay. Building strong bonds. They focus on creating a sense of belonging, warmth, and trust within the family unit. Excuse me. Building strong bonds. They focus on creating a sense of belonging, warmth, and trust within the family unit. Yeah, because obviously if somebody don't feel comfortable with you, they're not going to open up to you about what it is they thinking or got going on. So you mess around and discover like some type of like, say we'll just use like um paintings or drawings. You'll come across by happenstance some painting or drawings by your loved one, whether that is uh, a spouse, a kid, if you're at your sibling's house, whatever the case may be, and be like, what the heck? What the heck? You did this? Since when? Whoop de doo. Why you ain't tell me? Nah, we tight like that. You would know. Imagine that. Because obviously they didn't feel comfortable enough with you to share that with you. And sometimes simple things like joking, depending on the personality of the person that you're joking with, will make somebody shut down. Because you might be joking, but they might be self conscious about that and think you being for real. You know what I mean? Simple stuff. It don't cost you nothing to show interest in something that somebody you care about got going on. And then on the flip side of it not costing you nothing, say they are trying to get into a bag. If you're able to support them and it's a financial thing, support them. You know what I mean? You gotta drain the bank, but if you're able to, why not? And don't expect to get the homie deal just because that's your family or your close friend. Somebody selling something, they price is they price. Because you're not gonna walk in the store or purchase on something online and think you about to bargain with them unless you got like a flea market or something. So why would you want to do that to your loved ones? If they cut in hair or they do hair, they price is they price. And 9 times out of 10, they price is not gonna be what the barber or what the salon is asking for. But even if it is, or if it's close to it, if the quality is there, the quality is there. Now, if the quality is not there, then it just is what it is. You because nah, we're not gonna do that. You said, oh hell no, I need it for the low low. Buy a couple at regular price first and then come and ask for the low low. But don't ask for the low from the jump. Like, who does that? All right, last one, and then I'm out of here. Communicating openly. They often have strong communication skills and are engaged in listening to and talking with family members about their goals, dreams, and fears. And with that one, like really with all of these, it really just depends on your personality. And that's why I said when it comes to like family members such as mom, dad, family, cousins, they kind of already know what it is because they grew up with you. It is what it is. But when it comes to your maid family, even if they know you and know how you come, with that, it kind of just is it is what it is. You gotta overcome that, especially when it comes to children, because that's not their issue or their fault. Whatever your thought process is, or whatever shaped that thought process. Sometimes you gotta quote unquote take one for the team. It's not always about you. People are very selfish, and that's not a good way to be. And then sometimes, like I said, it's not intentional. We just get wrapped up in what we got going on. So you gotta take a step back. So many factors. But you have those I just mentioned, and then also, like I said, closed mouth don't get fed. People don't open their mouth, and not everyone asks questions, you know, to get answers. Some people do ask questions, so even if you're the type that don't, open your mouth, hopefully you're blessed with somebody that has the ability and that's not afraid to ask you what you got going on. What's up with you? Whoop-de-doo. But if you have family that you care about and people you care about, why wouldn't you want to involve yourself with them and what they got going on to a certain extent? That's backwards, especially if you're going to spend that time being involved with stuff that's not your family. That's just my opinion. Anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Thank you, everybody that came. I appreciate you. And I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye.